Ladies and gentlemen, to Renee Bucks Young, Flash Live, man, doing it out of nowhere. You know how I do it, man. Definitely, man. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for, liking, subscribing, sharing, showing your support, tuning into lives, commenting in the comment sections of the videos. Your support you're showing, definitely, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you tuning into the premieres, of the premieres of my videos, tuning in real time, collaborating there in the comment section, man, the chat, I'm saying, in the live chat. I really appreciate everybody, subscribers since day one, recent subscribers. Renee Box Young is simply a platform where we discuss, critique, analyze, and simply talk about the sport of boxing in a level-headed fashion. And I definitely want to talk about some things today, man. Definitely this morning, man. I just want to take advantage of my time. I got a window of time. Hey, DT, what's going on, my guy, man? Hey, can you just let me know? Can you hear music in the background? Should I turn it up a little bit? I just want to hear it. Just let me know if you can hear that in the background. Is it too loud? Just let me know, okay? If you can hear some music. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like to have that smooth beat in the background, man. Underground, what's going on, bro? Hey, how you doing, man? I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, man. I want to give my post-fight reaction on Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola. Man, it was a full weekend of boxing, man. You also had, a great women's bout, Natasha Jonas versus Taylor, very close fight there too, man. You had Lada versus that, what's the dude's name? Crackerhead or something like that. Man, I have no idea who that dude was, with all due respect. You know what I'm saying? Lada, man, of course he looked, amazing against that guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? So Lada fought. I mean, it was just up a bit. Oh, is it kind of loud? Okay, let me turn it down just a little bit, bro. Cool. I turned to, just let me know if the volume of the music is okay in the background. Okay, I turned it down just a tad. Thanks so much, DT, for letting me know. Yeah, Underground DT, Ricky Eve 245. What's going on, family? Thank you guys so much for jumping in. I definitely want to get my post-fight right. Chris Eubank Jr. also fought. You know what I'm saying? Who else fought, man? There were several fights over the weekend, definitely. So, it was a jam-packed, boxing weekend. So it was cool. Parker versus Chisora. I didn't really talk about. I didn't even give a, I didn't post a video. I didn't even talk about Parker versus Chisora because I wasn't excited about that fight anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's just, turn it up. Cool. Hold on. All right, right there. Is it too loud, DT? Let me know, bro. Just let me know, okay? Is that good? Or should I turn it up just a little bit more, okay? Yeah, thanks so much, DT. Yeah, just for being my sound engineer. It's because I got some headphones right now, and that the volume that I have the music on right now with my headphones, how I hear it, it might be lower than what you hear. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be higher than what you hear. So I'm just checking the sounds right there, man. So just let me know, DT. Thanks so much, man. I just turned it up a little bit more. Hopefully you can hear it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I hope you guys are doing great, man. Like I said, going Flash Live, a little window of time. And I'm going to post a video up later, Lord willing, about the whole situation with Felix Verdejo, man. I posted a video when he was, authorities approached him or what have you and wanted to question him. And he said he wanted to have a lawyer present, Felix Verdejo. So I made a video on that, but since I posted it like a day after, there are new developments, and I'm sure you heard about it. So I want to make a video on that. That's just crazy. Oh, cool, DT. Thanks so much, DT. Right on, bro. It's right on the money right there. The sound, cool. All right, thanks so much, man. Thanks so much, DT. So I got to make a video later today, man. Hopefully I'll get the time to do it. And like I said, man, got a window of time right now, and definitely want to talk about, give my reaction, concerning Chris Arreola. Concerning Chris Eubank Jr. And like I said, man, just real quick before we start, well, let's just start right now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really talk about Chisora versus Parker because that fight, I mean, it's just mediocre heavyweight. So I'm saying it was a fight, but I mean, I don't know, man. I wasn't excited at all. You know what I'm saying? The fights that were before that, were more exciting. Definitely Natasha Jonas versus Katie Taylor. That was a great fight. That was a really good fight. More like a chess match. You know what I'm saying? Natasha versus Jonas. Natasha Jonas versus Katie Taylor. That was more of a, chess match. If I'm not mistaken, there are talks possibly. Who knows, right? It's been out there in media having Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. That would just be beautiful. That would be such a beautiful fight. But my point in saying this is that, the fights before Parker and Chisora were more exciting, you know what I'm saying? And other fights out there that were going on Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Parker versus Chisora, man, I just saw some of it, to be honest with you, because I wasn't even interested in that fight. That fight was way too overdue. Chisora, how old is that dude? Like 45 years old, man. I mean, it's like, dude, Chisora, I mean, I wasn't even interested in that heavyweight bout, you know what I'm saying? Not at all. I made a video some time ago, talking about what I think how the heavyweight division is going to evolve. And, Parker's not going to make it to the top, man. Let's just be realistic here. You know what I'm saying? I have no interest really in Parker. Ever since he fought Anthony Joshua, it's like, yeah, he's an all right fighter, but, I really don't have my eye on that dude, and much less Chisora, man. Chisora fought recently, you already know, months ago, Usyk, right? And the way that Chisora fights nowadays, it's just not interesting anymore. You know what I'm saying? Chisora, his style, I mean, and his age right now, it's just, I don't know. He's just coming to make that money. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? I understand most fighters do it for that. But, Chisora, I'm not even interested in that dude. That's why I didn't cover it. That's why I didn't really talk about it in the build-up. You know what I'm saying? Chisora versus Parker. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But there were several fights, and I definitely want to talk about it, man. Definitely want to talk about it. So let's get it. Okay. Let's get it. Let's get right to it concerning, Chris Arreola versus, Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola. Now, it was a nice knockdown. Y'all already saw it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's talking about it. Nice knockdown by Chris Arreola. You know what I'm saying? What he did against Andy Ruiz. We know that Andy Ruiz, he is, if you catch him clean, he's going to go down. You know what I'm saying? If you catch him clean, and obviously we know it's the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? It's the heavyweight division. So Eric R, what's going on? My guy, man, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much for jumping in the building, man. DT Underground Asylum, Ricky E 245, man. Bruce goes, my guy. Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are doing great, man. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We're definitely going to talk about this, my post-fight reaction, you know what I'm saying, concerning Chris Arreola and Andy Ruiz. So let's start, man. Let's start. Thank you guys so much for jumping in the building, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys, man. So, Andy Ruiz, we all know that, you know what I'm saying? He's been out the ring for such a long time. And this is something I want to correlate with several fights that went down over the weekend, okay? Not just over the weekend, but we've been seeing it time and time again, okay? And like I said, when we just started a moment ago, okay? Erislandy Lara, of course he looks great. Of course he looked great against this crackerhead guy. What's his name? Cornflake, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I mean, everybody's going crazy, like, oh my gosh, what a beauty. I mean, it was great, you know what I'm saying? Erislandy Lara, obviously he has skills, blah, blah, blah. We know the story. But I've been saying since a minute, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this since a minute, ever since he fought, Vendetti, that Vendetti guy. Erislandy Lara, man, the performance he gave against Vendetti, it's just, I don't see Erislandy Lara in his prime anymore. Obviously, he still has them defensive skills and stuff like that, but of course, he showed up and showed out against that crackerhead guy. I'm sorry, man. I never heard of that dude. Never seen him in my life, man. It is what it is. Of course, he's going to look good against that guy. You know what I'm saying? Great first round knockout. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know who he's chasing. I don't know who he wants to fight next. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that fight was at 160, right? If I'm not mistaken, but I don't know about Erislandy Lara, what's next for him, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he'll look that good against the top-notch fighters in the division. You know what I'm saying? No way. I don't think so. That's just my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? But hey, great performance. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to the chat here, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Bruce goes. Happy 100th birthday, Sugar Ray Leonard. Wow. Okay. Wow, I didn't know that, bro. Man, Bruce goes, the historian up in here, man, giving us some facts, man. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, happy birthday to him. Definitely, man. Wow. 100th birthday. So we got here. Thank you guys so much, man. Hey, Juan Lozano, what's going on, man? Thanks so much for jumping in here. I don't think I've seen you before. I think I've seen you in the comment sections of some of the videos, man. I really appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for, you know what, Juan Lozano? Interesting that you say this. Romo Lane, I see you, bro. Thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. Definitely, man. Got my window of time doing this flash live. You know how I do it, man. Juan Lozano, it's interesting that you say this, man, because that was. You know what, Juan Lozano, I like how you say this, because I'm glad that you mentioned this, because that's what That's the level. Okay, thank you so much for bringing this up, because I've been pondering it over the weekend, seeing Andy Ruiz's performance, reflecting on it, on how he performed against Chris Arreola. Let's lay the foundation here, because I'm going to keep this comment that Juan Lozano put there, because that was in my mind. That was pondering in my mind over the weekend, concerning the performance that Andy Ruiz gave against Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola, everybody knows the story. Everybody knows the story on the build up to the fight. Chris Arreola, 40 years old, heavyweight. He's way out of it. However, he put up a freaking war against Andy Ruiz. Hats off to Chris Arreola, man. Warrior. He was just going in, banging it out with Andy Ruiz, man. They were toe to toe. They weren't backing off. They were freaking. I mean, that was a action-packed fight, man. Action-packed fight since round 1 all the way to round 12, man. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to take away from Chris Arreola. Obviously, the scorecards were quite lopsided. At the end of the fight, after the scorecards were read, they put the microphone on Chris Arreola, whatever, and the explicit things he said. He was quite emotional. And also in the post fight press conference, he was just speaking his mind, man, concerning the judges. And that's good that he spoke up, man. That's good that he spoke up, because a lot of times fighters, when they're given, whack scorecards like that, whack, results and points, a lot of fighters don't speak up. Chris Arreola definitely spoke his mind, man. And I applaud him for that. Obviously, I don't agree with the vulgar stuff. How I do it in this platform. I keep it clean, man. That's just my perspective on things. My output, I try to keep clean and professional. But, Chris Arreola speaking like that, I agree, man. I agree with his approach on, disagreeing with the judges big time. And, the judges, we already know, ladies and gentlemen, there's corruption in the sport of boxing. I think Andy Ruiz did win, but it was a close win. It wasn't like, he dominated or anything of that nature, because Chris Arreola was definitely fighting back. His offense was nice. His defense was decent. I mean, he was definitely going back. Scored the knockdown early in the fight. What was it, round 1 or 2 or something like that? Clean knockdown. Had Andy Ruiz hurt for a minute. But that's the thing. Andy Ruiz, man, like I said, you punch him. He gets punched clean, by a heavyweight. He gets rocked. So he's been down several times or what have you. So, and now they're talking. And like I said, just to give my reaction on that, the win that Andy Ruiz, accomplished against Chris, it wasn't a big dominant win. I mean, it was a close fight. So I understand Chris Arreola's anger. I definitely understand it. And this is what Juan Lozano's saying. Over the weekend, I was reflecting, okay, who should be Ruiz's next opponent? I think Parker would be perfect. Parker rematch, because everybody knows Ruiz and Parker, if I'm not mistaken, they fought before. It was a close fight. A lot of people said that Ruiz won. Make the rematch. And some people out there are saying, nah, why? Not Parker. I think it would be perfect. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, Andy Ruiz himself said it in the post-fight reaction or whatever, right? He said the ring rust affected him, and that's the problem, and that's what I want to get to. That's the second point I want to get to. Look. Andy Ruiz was in the, he was training, he's still training in Canelo's camp. We got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, all controversy aside, Canelo's camp is not for slops. It's not for slouches and slops, okay? It's not for slouches. Okay, Canelo's taking no slack from nobody. People who go into Canelo's gym, they're going to be serious, and they have to be serious. They have to be dedicated to the craft and to the sport, and they have to respect the sport. Like I said, controversy aside, okay, let's just look at the training aspect. So in the buildup of the fight, I personally thought that Ruiz was going to go take out Chris Arreola. All due respect to Chris Arreola, he's a warrior. He fights, man, till the end. He fights his heart. He fights his guts out, okay? Not to take away from Chris Arreola, but let's be realistic here. Look at his age. He's way over the hill when it comes to the sport of boxing. But he fought decent. I'm not taking anything away. But Andy Ruiz was supposed to come in. Okay, this is what I want to get at. Training in Canelo's camp, man, I thought he was going to be a lot more impressive than what we saw on Saturday night, okay? Maybe I'm being a little overcritical or what have you, but that's what I was expecting. Everybody, everybody hypes up, oh yeah, Andy Ruiz is so fast in his hands, and yes, he's fast, But also, you know what I'm saying, where was the improvement concerning, because Eddie Reynoso, man, he teaches a lot of upper body movement and head movement. You know what I'm saying? I've said this time and time again. Canelo, he developed on his upper body movement and his head movement thanks to Eddie Reynoso. And did you see how Oscar Valdez fought against Burchell? That is thanks to Eddie Reynoso's training. I thought that Ryan Garcia was going to improve on that in the build up to the Campbell fight. And in the Campbell fight, apparently he didn't improve on that upper body movement and head movement, which I thought, and definitely didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Didn't show it in the ring against Campbell. That's why he got knocked down. But, you know, I thought Andy Ruiz was going to bring more into the ring, you know, Saturday night. And I mean, and that's the problem. That's the problem here. Where's the improvement, man? I understand ring rust, but this is the problem I want to get at. And I'm 100 with all these guys. I don't care what race they are. I don't care where they're from. You know, I'm 100. This is the platform where that's I'm 100 with all these fighters, okay? I've said it time and time again, okay? Caleb Plant, same thing, same issue. Thanks to ring rust. Chris Eubank Jr., he just fought against this dude. I forgot the dude's name, whatever, right? All due respect. But he just fought this guy, Morrison, if I'm not mistaken. Ring rust also. That wasn't, you know what I'm saying, an optimum Chris Eubank Jr. performance, okay? And also Andy Ruiz. That's the problem. I've said this time and time again, man, and I got to say it again. That's what's going to happen. If these guys stay out of the ring so freaking long, take these almost 2-year layoffs, 1.5-year layoffs, and they come back and fight these underdogs are going to show up and show out and make these quote unquote, you know, big top-notch fighters. They're going to make them look average. Hats off to Chris Arreola for his performance that he gave against Andy Ruiz, because he made Andy Ruiz look like an average heavyweight, like a mediocre heavyweight, man. And that's exactly what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? These types of performances are going to come out when you stay out of the ring for 2 freaking years almost. You see what I'm saying? My hope is this. Oh, okay. Real quick. What Juan Lozano's saying. This is why I think that Ruiz versus Parker would be a perfect fight. That would be a perfect fight next. Let's forget. Okay, check this out. PBC is pushing it out there. Social media is already, you know, whatever the heck, you know, these platforms are pushing out there now that, Deontay Wilder or Luis Ortiz? Heck no. Eddie Reynoso's not going to, whoever Andy Ruiz's manager is, I don't pay attention too much to that, but, you know, the team, you know, he's in Canelo's camp right now. I'm sure they're going to advise. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure that they are going to advise Andy Ruiz. They're going to say, hey, dude, don't take Wilder yet, man. Let's not be blind here, ladies and gentlemen. You think that this rusty Andy Ruiz, with the performance that he gave against Chris Arreola, you think he's going to be able to take Wilder, man? Heck no. I know styles are different. I know styles make fights, but Deontay Wilder is way too precise. He telegraphs his power punches way too precisely, way more precisely than Chris Arreola, man. I mean, Andy Ruiz is going to get smashed if he fights Deontay Wilder next. I know PBC is trying to push that stuff, but it's not going to happen next, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you think that, you know, Eddie Reynoso, Andy Ruiz's coach, is going to let him go fight Wilder next? Heck no, man. Luis Ortiz, I understand, man, his age and stuff, but Luis Ortiz still got the skills, man. I mean, it would be interesting, and I would definitely watch these fights if Andy Ruiz were to fight Luis Ortiz next, King Kong Ortiz, or Deontay Wilder. Of course I would watch it. But, dude, Andy Ruiz, man, thanks to him staying out the ring so freaking long, this is why the performance we saw, that's why we saw that type of performance against Chris Arreola. Andy Ruiz was supposed to show up and show out. I said the same about Caleb Plant when Caleb Plant fought Truax. You know, Chris Eubank Jr., the performance he gave against this Morrison guy, if I'm not mistaken, his name was Morrison. And Roy Jones Jr. is training him. You can have the best trainer in the world, man. You can have the best trainer in the world. But if you're out the ring like a year and a half, 2 years, man, it's just a shame, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand, though. Andy Ruiz was going through some things. He was depressed for a while, but that's a long time, bro. That's a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Big ups to Andy Ruiz for the win, though. And he said after the fight he wants to go straight back to the gym. Great. You better get back in the gym, man, Andy Ruiz. Enough of these fat camps. I say it with all due respect. Enough with these fat camps. I've said it time and time again, man. Losing weight. Staying out of shape. I'm saying gaining a whole bunch of weight between fights, taking this big, super long vacations. Enough of that, man. And I hope Andy Ruiz definitely does get back to the gym. And if he does, and if he stays, dedicated to the craft and discipline, he's going to be he can come back up to the top in the heavyweight division. I don't think it's going to be that fast, though. And I think this is perfect, Juan Lozano. What Juan Lozano's saying here, Ruiz versus Parker, I think that would be great, man. That would be perfect. Rematch, go vindicate that loss, man, from Parker, because controversially, Ruiz won that fight, according to a lot of the boxing community. Go back and do that rematch, because I see Ruiz on that level right now. That's what I'm trying to say here. I see Ruiz on that level. I see him at that level right now. Kind of a mediocre right now. I mean, he has the potential, blah, 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 right? He has the skills. He has the fast hands. Yeah. But he still has to get back and get that ring rust off, man. And that's due to him staying out the ring so long. No problem, Kurt. Hey, no problem, bro. Don't even worry about it, bro. I thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Let me get to the comment section here, man. We got, Rommel Lane. I see you, fam. Thank you guys so much for jumping into the building, man. Mac of the South, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Yeah, definitely. Happy birthday. Yeah, it's definitely, man, to Sugar Ray, man. I appreciate you, Bruce Goes, for sending that info. I didn't know that. I had no idea, bro. That's awesome, man. So, rightfully so. That fight was way closer than they scored it. I understand, man. Chris Arreola's anger, man. He straight went off. In the post-fight, you know what I'm saying? In the interview, man, he was just, screw the judges. They can bleep in this and bleep in that, and I understand his anger, you know what I'm saying? It definitely was closer. That was a close fight, man. And that just goes to show Andy Ruiz, man. He has a way to go. He has a I wouldn't say, I don't know if it's a long way, but he still has a few fights in before he even tries to think about Wilder, man. I don't know. Like I said, man, PBC can push it all they want. They can do these highlights. They can put these posters up and, Wilder and Andy Ruiz next. Would you want to see it? I'm not going to buy that hype, dude. Andy Ruiz, man, I mean, now, mind you, I've said the same about Wilder, man. I wish he would go back and fight already. I mean, he's just been way too long out the ring. But I understand, though. In Wilder's case, arbitration, blah, 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 all that legality stuff. I don't get into it. I'm not a lawyer. That's too complicated for me to understand. I get it, man. I understand there has to be reasons to why Wilder has been out the ring so long. I get it, because of that whole controversy thing with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury will not want to take the trilogy, and it might be, a contractual, problem there according to the contract, blah, blah, blah. I understand it, and I understand why Wilder's out the ring so long, but he has to get back in the ring, man. He has to get back in the ring, man. So, but my point is that I feel if Andy Ruiz fights Wilder, Wilder will knock this guy out, man. He'll knock Andy Ruiz out so hard that it's not even going to be funny. That's just how I see it. I'm not buying the hype of these, promoters or what have you, social media, whatever, saying that, Wilder and Andy Ruiz next. No way, dude. No way, man. Bruce Go says here, if that was Wilder, yeah. Exactly, Bruce goes. Exactly, man. If that was Wilder against Ruiz, he definitely, man, Wilder would just annihilate. Because like I said, man, it's because the thing is that you clock, if Andy Ruiz gets punched, you know what I'm saying, at the right time, in the right, area, he's going down. Andy Ruiz is going... Ladies and gentlemen, let's be real here. He went down, but, Chris Arreola knocked him. I know it's the heavyweights. I know anything can happen. One punch can change it all. I know that. But Chris Arreola, ladies and gentlemen, let's be real, man. This is a type of opponent that Andy Ruiz should have shined on, man. And I'm not taking anything away from Chris Arreola. That dude fought his guts out, man. He fought his guts out and made Andy Ruiz look mediocre. And it's going back to what I said. And Andy Ruiz himself confessed it. He said, it's the ring rust. I've been out the ring so long. And that's Andy Ruiz's fault. That's his fault, man. It's Caleb's fault for being out. Caleb Plant's fault for being out the ring so long and looking mediocre against Truax. It's Chris Eubank Jr.'s fault, you know what I'm saying, for looking mediocre against this Morrison guy. He should have shined against him. You know, that's their fault. And we're going to see this even more. If these guys, you know, decide to take these long freaking vacations and take a year and a half off in 2 years, that's how they're going to look against these underdogs. That's how they're going to look. They're going to look mediocre and they're going to receive a lot of criticism, man, because they're not taking things seriously. And I hope what Andy Ruiz is saying in the post-fight, you know what I'm saying? He's been saying it now. You know what? I want to go back to the gym. I want to get back to this. Let's hope it's true. And stop these year-long layoffs, man. Get back and go fight again. And I like what, that comment. I think Parker would be perfect, man. We can forget Luis Ortiz. We can forget Deontay Wilder. Let's just forget about that for Andy Ruiz, man. And if they do fight, if that's next, heck yeah, I want to see it. Let's see if you're game, Andy Ruiz. Let's see if you're game about what you're saying, man, about getting back into the ring. And, let's forget these fat camps. Enough is enough, man. Top-notch fighters, man. They got it. Fat camps shouldn't even be in the conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't too impressed, man, by Andy Ruiz's performance, man, Saturday night. I mean, it was an action-packed fight, though. But it wasn't. It shouldn't have been not like that, man. Andy Ruiz he should have come in and handled his business. But man, it is what it is. Briscoe's here says Arreola should retire. Oh yeah, he should retire, man. He definitely should retire, man. I don't know what Chris Arreola is gonna do next, but he has to get out of boxing, man. I mean, I agree, Briscoe's. I definitely agree, man. I agree, OG. Ruiz, a former unified champion, he has to step up. I mean, you got a point, Briscoe's. I just personally think, man, if they match him up with Wilder next, it's not going to happen. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you can mark my words. I mean, it's right here recorded on my, on channel. It's recorded, it's in the record books or what have you, right? I mean, I'm almost positive Ruiz versus Andy Wilder. You see how I mix names up? Ain't that crazy? I said Andy Wilder, right? I highly doubt Ruiz versus Deontay Wilder is going to happen next. Canelo, I'm sure is going to tell him. Eddie Reynoso is going to be whispering in Andy Ruiz's ear, "Hey man, don't take Wilder next. For your own good, buddy. For your own good, don't take Wilder next." I mean, however, check this out. However, if Andy Ruiz steps up to the plate and says, "Hey, at PBC, hey, they're pushing it. Let's get it. I want to fight him," I'll definitely respect Andy Ruiz for that. I'll respect his heart, man. I mean, that goes to show that he's up for the challenges. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he stepped up to Anthony Joshua, for crying out loud. That was great. I'm taking nothing away from that from Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? He stepped up to Anthony Joshua in the first fight. The whole world knows what happened there. He stepped up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? If he steps up to Andy Wilder, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm mixing up the names. If he steps up to Deontay Wilder next, I mean, I would say, hey, Andy Ruiz, you know what? I respect you for that, bro. I definitely respect you for that. And that will go to show how serious Andy Ruiz is. If Andy Ruiz says, you know what? I want Luis Ortiz or Wilder. Who's up? Let's go. Bring him. I don't care what my corner says. I don't care what my team says. Okay. Just like what Mikey Garcia, right? Remember that, ladies and gentlemen? Remember that? I respect Mikey Garcia for stepping up to Spence, man. I mean, what was his corner telling him? What was Robert Garcia telling Mikey Garcia on the lead up to the whole Spence fight before it was official? When Mikey Garcia said, I see something, right? What was Robert Garcia saying in interviews? Yeah, we don't want him to take the fight, but, I don't think it's a good idea to fight Spence. And what was, OG, I forgot his name, but Mikey Garcia's dad, if I'm not mistaken. He's always in the gym there with the family, you know what I'm saying, with them in training camp stuff. He even said it. He's like, no, I don't even think he speaks English. He was like, no quiero que Mikey Garcia pelea contra Spence. You know what I'm saying? His camp, man, his corner was telling him. They were saying, no, don't fight Spence, man. But Mikey Garcia, he was very consistent, man, and he backed up his words, man. He stepped up to the plate and fought Spence. He got boxed out. Everybody knows the story, but my point is, I respect Mikey Garcia for stepping up to the plate to fight Spence, man. And if Andy Ruiz does this, if he says, I don't care, man, I don't care what my corner says, I want to train me, corner. This is what I'm paying for you for. This is what I'm paying for you. Paying for you. I get my words mixed up. This is what I'm paying you for, Eddie Reynoso. Train me. I want to fight Wilder. Train me. I want to fight Luis Ortiz. Let's go. If Andy Ruiz does that, hey, I'm going to respect Andy Ruiz. I'm going to say, hey, bro, I respect your heart, champ. You got the heart of a champ. And like what Bruce Goes is saying here, he's a former unified champ. Hey, no excuses. You got a great point there, Bruce Goes. You definitely got a good point. I don't want to hear out of Andy Ruiz's mouth anymore, oh, ring rust, and, I just got back from a long layoff. Well, that's your problem, bro. And this goes for all fighters. Ring rust, ring schmush, whatever, right? The wording. I don't want to hear these shenanigans, man. Exactly, Bruce Goes. That right there, what Bruce Goes saying says it all. You're a former unified champ, man. None of this. Oh, I was out so long and I got ring rust. No. You're a champ, bro. You're a former champ who beat Anthony Joshua. I mean, that's not anything. We can't take that lightly. No. You're in your prime age, buddy. You're in your prime, bro. None of this ring rust talk here. I don't want to hear that anymore, bro. And that's true, Bruce Goes. And I would definitely respect that, man, from Andy Ruiz. If he said, no, give me Luis, give me King Kong Ortiz, give me Wilder. And if those fights become quote unquote official, right? Quote unquote, they sign contracts and it starts getting promoted. I'm going to be like, wow. Hey, Andy, you're stepping up to the plate, baby. That's what I want to see. But I don't think he's up to it, man. As far as skills, as far as what we saw, performance against Chris Arreola, nah, man. Exactly, Mac of the South. Wilder will hurt Ruiz. And this would be a perfect opportunity for Wilder. This would be an amazing opportunity for Wilder, man. I just want to see Wilder get back in the ring, man. I mean, everybody's seeing it. Everybody saw it, what I'm saying? With him training already, he's doing that mitt work, the glove work or what have you. Looks like he's training. The question is, who's next and when he's going to fight? I mean, come on, Wilder. We want to see you already, man. Come on. I mean, there are rumors out there whispering whatever, right? I mean, it's being heard through the grapevine, however they want to say it, what I'm saying? That Wilder and Fury trilogy might be next. I don't know, man, if that's what Wilder's training for, because we got to understand, man. Wilder, he knows what's going on. He's a quiet guy. He hasn't been on social media in a long time. He has done little, things, posting up some videos here and there, but very rarely when it comes to him fighting, who's going to fight next, and things of that nature. Wilder knows what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Wilder and his team know what's going on behind the scenes. Tyson Fury, I'm sure he knows something that's going on behind the scenes. Wilder's already training. My question is, who's he going to fight next, man? I wish Wilder would just come out and say something already concerning his next opponent. I wish his team would come out, his PR rep or whatever they call it, right, would come out and say something on behalf of Wilder. Who's he going to fight next, man? The whole world wants to see him. And I know, and I agree with it. I'm saying? With a lot of community, they're saying that, Wilder's silence is working for his advantage. I mean, it is. The more he's silent, the more people talk about Wilder. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. That's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? We think, on the contrary, that sometimes fighters that blab their mouths off so much that they're going to make more attention, bring more promotion, whatever. But Wilder's doing the contrary, man. He's quiet, he's staying low key, and more people are talking about him. But I just wish, man, somebody would say already, who's he going to fight next? So, an official post somewhere by valid, media source or what have you, by a platform out there that brings official information saying who's going to fight next and when's he going to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Last I heard, Wilder was going to fight somebody else. I have no idea, man. And Wilder has to get in. This would be an amazing opportunity for Wilder to go and fight Andy Ruiz. If Andy Ruiz and Wilder's next, man, oh my gosh, that would be huge. You see, I know. We want to see. Everybody does, man. But I don't talk too much about it because it's just been a lot of controversy, man, for too long. It's too long. And when that happens, I tend to just don't talk about it because it's just everybody else is talking about it. Why do I talk about it so much? Why am I going to add on to the same thing, saying repetitive over and over and over again? You know what I'm saying? I just don't do that. I know we all want to see Wilder versus, Tyson Fury trilogy, man. I definitely want to see it. I think Wilder's going to win. That's just my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be tough, though. I don't think Fury's going to back down, but Fury's kind of weird, man. I don't know what the heck Fury's doing. Who knows what the heck Fury's doing? That's why they call him, I guess, the Gypsy King. I can care less what the heck they call him. I can care less what a gypsy is. I don't care if, Billy Joe Saunders is called a gypsy and that there's history to that. I get it. I don't care. It's just kind of weird to me, that whole gypsy stuff, but whatever, man. That's just not my side of the town. You know what I'm saying? I can care less about it. I can care less their culture. I can care less about their lifestyle and how weird they are. And I don't care. Okay. But that's why some people say that, Fury, it's going to be hard. Because, I understand his skills. He has skills. I'm not going to take anything away from that. But I think Wilder's going to win the trilogy. I just kind of think that, you know what I'm saying? But we all want to see that. But if Wilder were to fight Andy, come on now. That would be huge, man. You know how big that would be, ladies and gentlemen? For crying out loud. Look. I mean, let's just look at the ramifications here. Let's just look at the logistics. Let's analyze it. Andy Ruiz, look at wherever they fought, whatever stadium that was in California, if I'm not mistaken, Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola. Did you see the crowd, man? I mean, yeah, it probably wasn't to full capacity because of this whole Corona stuff. Y'all already know that. But you had people, man, the boxing community, this is what I'm kind of getting at. You seeing the crowds come back slowly but surely in these fights. They are crying out for boxing. The boxing community just wants to see fights, man. And now that they're opening up the stadiums or whatever more, and you have crowd there, they're going wild. They love the fights, man. They love to watch boxing. The whole emotion, the whole experience of being at a stadium and watching a bout. And did you see how many? There were fights going on in the freaking stadium, man, amongst fans. Looks like a gang fight was going on around. I don't know, man. Whatever, man. They were jumping some guys over there in the seats. I mean, there were like 3 fights, man. One outside of the stadium or whatever. Some girls were, a guy was trying to, argue with a girl, and then some dudes came and knocked the guys out. I don't know, man. It was just crazy. Why am I saying this? Because imagine, and we already know, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of them were Latins. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people who attended Chris Arreola versus Andy Ruiz, it was a lot of Latin support right there because it was a Mexican bout, man. You know what I'm saying? Mexican versus Mexican, Chicano, whatever you want to call it, right? So just imagine how huge Wilder versus Andy Ruiz would be. That would be a huge fight, man. You would have, Mexicans backing up Ruiz. You would have, African Americans backing up Wilder, and not just that, mixed races back up Wilder too, et cetera, et cetera. It would be a huge fight, man. That would be a great opportunity for Wilder to come back and boom. You know what I'm saying? To tell the world, here I am, buddies, and I'm gonna show you that I'm here. It would knock out Ruiz, man. But who knows, right? Anything can happen in boxing. Definitely Andy Ruiz. I'm not saying he's a slouch, but according to, based off his performance with Chris Arreola, wasn't too excited about that, man. Hey, Curtis, yeah, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. I appreciate you for jumping in, bro. Don't even worry about it, bro. It's all good, man. OG historians in the building, man. Thanks so much for jumping in, fam. Thanks so much for tuning in, man. Definitely, man. D Hodges in the building also, man. You're awesome. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for jumping in, man. Sometimes I think faster than I speak, man. I'm just blah, 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 blah. Thank you guys for jumping in, man. Mac of the South, man. My guy says here, Reese versus Parker. That's more. You see, that sounds better. That sounds better. You know what, man? You know what, Mac of the South? I don't think Joe Joyce wants a piece of Ortiz, man. Joe Joyce, I don't think he wants a piece of Ortiz. What the heck's going on with Joe Joyce anyway? Last fight he had was Triple D. You see, stop these freaking long layoffs, fighters, man. You got to get back in the ring, Joe Joyce. Where's Usyk? Where's Usyk? Can somebody answer that? Yeah, what's going on with Usyk? He just stopped talking. You don't see him anywhere. He just, what, Usyk, where are you, man? Just move down to cruiserweight or something. Just go back down from where you came from, bro. I mean, stop this Witherspoon stuff. Stop this Chisora. Usyk, what are you doing? Media, stop hyping up this guy Usyk. Put your money where your mouth is and walk the walk, Usyk. You come in and fight Witherspoon or whoever that guy was. You come in and just barely beat Chisora. Old, way out of prime Chisora, and you just disappear out of nowhere. Now what are you doing, man? You see, I'm just getting to the point where I got to speak out. I got to speak my mind. I always speak my mind in a respectful fashion, but sometimes enough is enough with these fighters, with some of these fighters out there. What's going on with Usyk, man? Is he just sitting on his couch, fiddling with his fingers, waiting for Anthony Joshua or something? Is he doing what a lot of these fighters do, just waiting for a Canelo paycheck when it comes to other divisions? The other whatever where Canelo's at right now, 168. Where like, for example, Andrade, he's just calling out Canelo for years and he's never getting the fight. Kind of like welterweight division, Bud Crawford waiting for eons to fight Pacquiao and it never happens. Or you just sitting around waiting? What's going on here? I'm not saying that they're all the same and in the same situation, no, but Usyk, where's Usyk? Usyk, just go back down, bro. Stop trying to make moves in the heavyweight division. Usyk, if you're really about it, why don't you call out Wilder? I'm sure you probably did call him out. Who the heck knows? And who the heck? You're not putting it to action anyway. So you're just blabbing your mouth off and just go fight Wilder. Why don't you just go fight Wilder, see what happens? If you're really about it and making big moves in the heavyweight division, go fight someone with you know what I'm saying? Who can rock. Ruiz, why don't you call out Ruiz? Andy Ruiz versus Usyk would be nice. That would be awesome. Like I said, Andy Ruiz, man, if he fights Wilder, I think he's going to get smashed. He's going to get his head taken off, man. Andy Ruiz versus Parker sounds more legit. Andy Ruiz versus Usyk sounds more legit. But Usyk's sitting there hiding back there somewhere. He's hiding in the background. He don't want any of this smoke. He don't want the smoke with these top guys, man. I mean, your actions speak louder than words. These guys can call out the whole world, you know what I'm saying? But if they're not putting their actions, if they're not backing up what they say, just get out of here. Just get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Joe Joyce, get back in the ring, bro. Come on now. I don't think Joe Joyce will fight Ortiz, though. But we'll see, man. That sounds nice, Mac of the South. Ruiz versus Parker, like our guy said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like our guy, what's his name? Sorry, I haven't seen him much. Juan Lozano, you know what I'm saying? Shouts to you, fam. Go ahead and subscribe. Doesn't cost you nothing, bro. Like what Juan Lozano said, Ruiz versus Parker sounds great. Rematch, go vindicate that loss. Go show the world, Andy Ruiz, that you're about it, man, that you're back. No more of that ring rust talk. Don't want to hear it anymore. And like I said a moment ago about Chris Eubank Jr., this is why Chris Eubank Jr. performed like he did against that Morrison guy. And you got Roy Jones Jr. training him in his corner. It's like, dude, you can have the best freaking trainer in the world, man. But if you're just going to slouch off and do this super long layoffs, just stop that whole ring rust talk. It's just because you don't want to, your head's not in the game. That's what it is, Chris Eubank Jr. I was backing Chris Eubank Jr. for a minute on my channel. I've done it time and time again. If I'm not mistaken, Chris Eubank Jr. is calling out Jamal Charlo. Now, I know Jamal Charlo is going to fight this Montiel dude, whoever that is, right? All due respect. Let's just see how he performs. Let's see how Jamal Charlo performs against this Montiel guy. It's been several months. He's been out the ring also. Jamal Charlo, fighting. Last fight was against Derevchenko. I get it. Tough fight. I get it. I'm not downsizing, him fighting Montiel. I mean, it happens time and time again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be real here. Champs come in and fight hard, tough competition, and then they take a warm-up fight after that. I get it. I said the same about Teofimo. I say, I get it. I get it. I understand that. But if he fights, if I'm not mistaken, Chris Eubank Jr. is calling out Jamal Charlo. Chris Eubank Jr. just dude. I don't know about Chris Eubank Jr. anymore either, man. You expect top quality competition, top quality performances by these names, and they take these freaking layoffs. I just can't get my mind off of that, and it's just kind of embarrassing sometimes. You got Roy Jones Jr. in your corner. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, I'm back, family. Sorry about that. There was a little issue right there, man. There was a little issue with the let me just go ahead and boom, there we go. Yeah, there was just a little issue with the internet. I'm back, family. Thanks so much. So Chris Eubank Jr., man, I mean, having Roy Jones Jr. in his corner, and you expect top-notch performances. He did have Chris Eubank Jr. against Morrison did have his, he did have some success, nice flurries, but yeah, man, I expected more from Chris Eubank Jr. Also, man, family saluting each other right there. Let me get to Eric R. right here, my guy, saying, I don't get why these judges don't call it down the line instead of being blatantly disrespectful to these guys who put their lives on the line. Exactly. Chris Arreola spoke his mind, man, and he did it. And I understand, man. I mean, Chris Arreola, man, and the boxing community, we're not stupid. We saw what we saw. Andy Ruiz won maybe by split decision. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a dominant performance. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Chris Arreola was definitely fighting back. I mean, he did good, man. Chris Arreola did very well against Andy Ruiz. Chris Arreola made Andy Ruiz look mediocre. You know what I'm saying? And those judges, man, I don't know. It's just a bunch of nonsense, man. Bunch of nonsense with these judges sometimes. Rama Lane saying to Eric R, most times they're paid off. I would think, or they have bets to cover. Yeah, man. It's just filth sometimes in the sport of boxing, man. It's just disgusting, man. I mean, Arreola was in the best shape of his. Yeah, I mean, hey. I'm not taking anything away from Arreola's performance. He did great against Andy Ruiz. I mean, yeah, and it's Andy Ruiz's fault. Andy Ruiz's fault for staying out the ring so long, and you're gonna get. You see, I've said it before. If these guys keep doing this, these underdogs are gonna really make these guys look mediocre. These underdogs are gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? They got the hunger, they got the passion, and that's why. This is why, ladies and gentlemen. Let's forget Andy Ruiz versus Ortiz, because Ortiz got the fire. Ortiz, even though he's up there in age, you know what I'm saying, he has the fire in his heart. And no one's taking that away from, Ortiz, King Kong Ortiz. With that fire that Ortiz has, he's going to flame up Andy Ruiz, man. With that fire that Wilder has, even though he's been out the ring for a minute. He has the fire, man. Wilder has the fire in his freaking heart, man, and no one's taking that away from him. Had Andy Ruiz had the fire in his heart, I think he would have done a lot better against Arreola. I don't buy that ring rust stuff. Bruce Go says, will Parker and Ruiz be made because of different promotions? I mean, I don't know, man. That's a great question, bro. I don't even think that, you know what I'm saying, the promotional companies, PBC or anything, they're not even talking about that, but I would like to see it. That's what I want. That's what I propose. But who am I, right? I'm just another Joe Blow that loves the sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying? But PBC, we know what they want. They're pushing out there in social media, Wilder versus Andy Ruiz. And I saw another post out there, whatever, on Twitter, whatever platform it was, Ortiz also versus Andy Ruiz. So it looks like those are in talks. But this is just what I think, ladies and gentlemen. I think that Andy Ruiz's corner, his team, whatever, they're going to say, hey, don't fight Wilder and don't fight Ortiz yet. You're not even ready for these guys. Because their corners know very well that those opponents, potential opponents, Ortiz and Wilder, they're on a different level, man. In their mind, psychologically, in their hearts, and in their game, in the ring, man. They just bring too much for Andy. They bring way too much, you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, I don't know, because of the promotional stuff, you know what I'm saying? Good question, Bruce goes. But I would like to see that. Andy Ruiz versus Parker, or Andy Ruiz versus Usyk. Who knows what the heck Usyk's doing, hiding out there somewhere in the boondocks. I don't know what that. Usyk, get out of the heavyweight division, bro. Just get out, man. I'm sorry, man. If Usyk doesn't step up to the plate either, just get out of heavyweights, bro. Stop making that, stop trying to make noise there. You're going to get smashed by Wilder. I've said it so long ago. You're going to get smashed by Anthony Joshua. Okay. People are talking about now that it's possible it's going to be a Wilder versus a Fury trilogy. That's possibly going to be next. Hopefully it will be. And if that happens, people are talking about now that, if that happens, it's going to be Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. And I pushed this months ago, man. I got the video there on my channel. I pushed this after this was right after Chisora fought Usyk. Usyk won, I pushed a video out there saying, you know what? It's most likely going to be Anthony Joshua versus Usyk next. Okay. So it's a big possibility it's going to happen like that. And if Anthony Joshua, the reason why I'm saying this is Anthony Joshua fights Usyk, I think Anthony Joshua's going to smash Usyk, man. He's going to smash him. I think Anthony Joshua's going to smash Usyk, man. If Usyk doesn't do something or fight somebody, get the heck out of that heavyweight division, bro. Just get out of here, bro. Just get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, at Ramo Lane, they can at least try to fool someone. They just spit. Yeah. The judges are just disgusting sometimes, man. Yo, James, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Salute to you. Salute to your woman. You know what I'm saying? Salute to your family. All love to the family that's jumping in here, definitely, man. We got here Brusco saying, facts, Renee Boxing on real champions. Hey. You know, Brusco, like I said, man, if Andy Ruiz really does, and like I said, I gotta take my hat. I gotta take my hat off to Mikey Garcia stepping up to Errol Spence. His whole corner, the whole world was saying, Mikey Garcia, shut up, man, slow down, don't fight Errol Spence. But hey, what did Mikey Garcia do? He said, no, I want to fight him, and he fought him. Hey. You know, a lot of people talk about, you know, and it's true, though. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from that, from reality. It's true. Mikey Garcia got boxed out by Errol Spence. Everybody's saying it. But let's take our hats off to Mikey Garcia. He called somebody out, even though he was way more skilled than him. And he stepped up to the plate, fought him, and he lost. Hey, Mikey Garcia, you're a freaking warrior, dude. You're a warrior, Mikey, and I applaud you for that, bro. So Bruce goes, exactly, man. I mean, if Andy does step up to the plate to Wilder, and if I don't even know if he's saying it because there's just too much time sometimes to dedicate to check out these press conferences. If Andy Ruiz, after he fought Chris Arreola, if he even mentioned the name of Wilder in his lips, then you know, and if he steps up to the plate and really does fight Wilder, hey. Andy, I'm gonna be like, wow, you're really about it, bro. You really want to, you back up what you're saying, bro. So if he does, hey, but I just don't think it's gonna happen, man. I highly doubt. I gotta say it again just to make it clear. I doubt Andy Ruiz is gonna fight I doubt Andy Ruiz is gonna fight Luis Ortiz or Wilder next. I highly doubt it. You know. But we'll see, man. If he does, awesome. I would just be jumping for joy for that stuff right there, man. Big G, definitely family shouting out right there. I'll take the Ortiz fight before Wilder. You know, Ortiz, man, I don't know if he's even going to be boxing longer. You know what I'm saying? For much longer. I don't know if he's going to be boxing for much longer. You know, who knows what's going on with Luis Ortiz? Nobody wants to fight him anyway, you know. And I don't even know if Andy Ruiz is calling out Ortiz. Is he? Is Andy Ruiz calling out Ortiz? I don't even know, man. If he is, step up to the plate, Ortiz, and just get to boxing, bro. No more ring rust stuff. I don't want to hear that. No more ring rust and yeah, you know, I'm just getting back to it. You know, no, stop it. You're a former freaking champ. Enough of these games. Enough of it. And I'm going to keep speaking out like this, man. You know, Juan Lozano, definitely fam. Facts, Renee. Too many boxers fighting once a year. Golovkin, Gary Russell, all these guys. Juan, facts, bro. Facts. And I'm going to speak out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm unbiased. I don't care where they're from. I do not care. I want to see, you know, top quality, you know, performances by top quality, supposedly names. I don't care what names they are, you know what I'm saying? And it's facts, bro. All these names. Golovkin, go retire already, bro. You see, I mean, Pacquiao, go retire already. Even Pacquiao, man. What's he doing? Ladies and gentlemen, what's Pacquiao doing? Thank you, WBA, for taking that freaking belt from him. Pacquiao, I love you, bro. You're a legend. You are legend, Pacquiao. We got nothing to take away from Pacquiao's accomplishments. That's the past. It's over. It's you know, go retire already, Pacquiao. I posted a video almost like a year ago, man. This is so long ago. I don't remember when it was. I mean, it was a long time ago, though. It's there on my channel. You know, I talking about Pacquiao. Go retire already, man. just stop. I mean, oh my gosh, dude, I don't want to do these rants, but Golovkin, go freaking retire, dude. You're talking about coming back and fighting this Moriata, or whatever that dude's name is. Nobody wants to see that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, word, my word. Exactly, Juan. I mean, Gary Russell, at least to his credit, he's going to fight this, he's going to fight somebody. I think it's Reyes, right? I mean, that's nice, but hopefully he's just going to, most likely he's just going to go disappear again after this, and nobody's going to know about Gary Russell anymore. And it's just nonsense sometimes with these fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? First Mexican champ, he got to yeah. D Hodges, that's facts, man. That's why I wasn't impressed by what he did against Chris Arreola, man. I was more impressed by what Chris did against Andy. Even though Andy won, isn't that a trip? I'm more impressed by what Chris Arreola did against Andy than what Andy did against Chris. Bam. I'm not sure if that's what all these other platforms are talking about, but I'm talking about it. I'm more impressed by what 40-year-old Chris, way out of his prime, what he did against Andy Ruiz, as opposed to what Andy did against Chris. Isn't that sad? I mean, man, I mean, he definitely should have done more, man. Ramalane says here, facts, Juan Lozano, especially the young fighters, they need to. Oh yeah. They have to. I mean, it's just a joke nowadays sometimes, you know. We got here, I think Wilder is just what's his elbow cuff? I think Wilder is just getting acclimated to new. Yeah. He's just getting acclimated. That's true. He got a new trainer. So, I mean, oh man, Wilder got to get back in the ring, man. Come on now. Wilder versus Fury, AJ versus Ruiz 3. Then the winner is a fight. You know, that's not going to happen, bro. I mean, that's what it should be, though. Hodges, that's what it should be. But, and I even think, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, if AJ were to fight Ruiz again in the trilogy, AJ wins, man. And then Ruiz would be super depressed. That's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Ruiz knows that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, Ruiz won't handle it. For crying out loud, look at the depression he went into. And I understand that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, you know, say anything wrong, you know what I'm saying? Disrespect Ruiz in that manner. I understand, man. He went through depression after losing against AJ, but that's his fault. That's Andy Ruiz's fault. We live and we learn, you know what I'm saying? We all go through things and do stupid things sometimes, and we pay the consequences. We have to tough it up. We go through it emotionally. We go through the sad stage or whatever, right? And we get back up, wipe our pants off, whatever, and get back to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what Ruiz went through that. But the reason why I say this, if Anthony Joshua were to fight Ruiz in the trilogy next, I think Anthony Joshua would win, and then Ruiz would probably go down again the emotional train, and I just don't think it would be, you know what I'm saying? That won't happen, you know. But I mean, ideally, Hodges, that would be an amazing fight. That would be amazing fights right there. Andy Wilder versus Fury trilogy, AJ versus Ruiz trilogy. That would just be amazing. But you know how boxing is nowadays. That's just, you know, it won't happen. You know, bomb squad, definitely, man. Hats off to Wilder, man. The bronze bomber, definitely, man. We got Hodges saying him and AJ round 1 and 1. Yeah, right. I feel you, man. We got here, you know, Brusco saying Ruiz is saying how he wants to take care of his family. He has a clear path to generational wealth. I mean, that's the thing, Brusco's. I'm sure he made some smart investments, but he probably blew a lot of those millions he made away from fighting AJ the first and second fight, man. I mean, it's just a sad thing, but yeah, Bruce, you're right, man. Go fight Ortiz. That would be a huge fight. You know what I'm saying? Go fight Wilder. I mean, everything is in the palm. Everything is in the palms of, you know, Andy Ruiz's hands right now, and how he wants to direct his career. You know, it's all in his hands. And you know, I'm just so anxious to see who he's going to fight next. You know what I'm saying? And Wilder too. I mean, the heavyweight division, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, it's like a boiling pot ready to explode. We'll see what's going to happen, man, with these guys, man. We need some box. Exactly, Mac of the South. You just read my mind, what I was saying, bro. We need the potential of these freaking fights, man. Let's get it. Eric R, thank you so much. Yeah, family, jumping in the building, man. All all the new listeners, man, I'm just you guys are so awesome, man. You know what I'm saying? All the subscribers since day one. Family has been supporting these lives. Flash lives. I don't even announce them. You know, and y'all jump in. You guys are awesome. Yeah, get them likes up, definitely, family. Go ahead and share it. Man, I love it. I just love talking boxing with y'all. Chisora was robbed, people saying. Man, that Parker Chisora fight, these guys, man. Parker's probably not going to fight anybody next anybody. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Parker, my eyes aren't even on this dude. I don't care where the heck he's at in the rankings. You know, Parker, yeah. Parker, go fight Joe Joyce or something. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see Parker versus Andy Ruiz, though. Because Andy Ruiz's performance wasn't, you know what I'm saying, waiting on AJ and the WB. Yeah, exactly. That's what Usyk's doing. Usyk, get the heck out of the heavyweight division, bro. Just stop playing around, Usyk. You know, nobody's buying that nonsense hype. That hype died. Oh, undisputed cruiserweight. You know, go somewhere else with that. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere else with Usyk. Go somewhere else with Usyk. Usyk is hiding out there wherever he lives, and man, Usyk, get out of here. We're not stupid. We're not stupid, man. We're just not. You know what I'm saying? We got Eric R saying Usyk, Ruiz, Ortiz, White. Exactly, bro. I mean, it's just like a pot. We're ready to explode. Get these freaking heavyweights in the action here. I mean, nobody wanted, you know, I wasn't. That's why I didn't make no. This is why I didn't talk about Parker Chisora in the buildup. I didn't talk about Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola in the buildup, because I thought, Andy Ruiz, you're going to come, show up and show out and take this guy out, get this guy out the way. But sad to say that it wasn't like that. Hey, and I'm applauding Chris Arreola more, even though he lost. You know what I'm saying? I mean, make these freaking fights, man. Definitely, man. And I wasn't so excited of these bouts, man. But hey, I was surprised by Chris Arreola's performance, man. And yeah, get these names in, man. Get these names in the mix. We got great names in the heavyweight division. The whole freaking world's waiting, and these guys just sitting around with this. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you already know this. Those who have been tuning in, you know, to the channel, to the lives. I don't really talk about the heavyweights right now. I don't even talk. When was the last time I talked about the heavyweights? It's been a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned them here and there, but I mean, it's just a bunch of soap opera right now. You know, that's why I don't talk about them. I've been talking about more the lower divisions. You know what I'm saying? More about the 130, 135s. You know what I'm saying? 140. You know, Josh Taylor Ramirez a little bit there, and I'm talking more about these guys. Pro Grace versus this Red Catch guy. Pro Grace, great performance, et cetera, man. It's just sad, man. These freaking heavyweights, what are they doing, man? What's going on? This is why I don't talk about the heavyweights much, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, L-Dub, my God, our guy's in the building. What's going on, man? How you doing, L-Dub? Thanks so much for jumping in, man. You're awesome. You guys are awesome, man. Thanks so much. Hey, Mark Blake, man, much respect, my brother. Yeah, respect to you all. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You guys are awesome, man. Mark Blake, what's going on, man? How you doing, Mark Blake, man? We're just chopping it up, man. Give a little Chris Arreola post-fight reaction. You know what I'm saying? You know, Andy Ruiz, Jab Jamboree, the judge, the honorable act, back on the attack, is in the building. What's going on, Jab Jamboree? Y'all go subscribe to Jab Jamboree. Y'all go subscribe to L-Dub. Everybody who pushes content here. Everybody who pushes content, y'all go subscribe to each other, man. Go support each other. Oh man, I just saw this, dude. Next time I'm gonna send you a link, all right? Okay, like what I do with Kurt later on this week when I go live again. I'm gonna send you guys links, okay? I'm gonna definitely send you guys, because we got hey, it's fight week. Canelo versus BJS. That's what I'm talking about. More fights this weekend. May is amazing for fights, man. We're gonna have boxing. A lot of boxing this month. I love it. Hey, Jab. Hey, Ack. Please stay tuned this week, because I'm gonna go live again this week. You know, I think it's gonna be Thursday morning to talk about, you know, Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo. The fights are gonna be on the undercard. Oh man, we gotta talk about it. And I'll send you a link. All right, I'll send you a link. Okay. Briscoe says here, what do you think of Lada? You know, Briscoe's. I said it earlier when I started this live. Yeah, exactly. Somebody named Cornflake. Exactly. I thought his name was Crackerhead or something. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Much respect to Lada, but and becoming the WBA man, he became the middleweight. This was for a championship bout. This is a champion. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Lada versus this guy was a championship bout. Man. Oh my gosh, dude. That's a joke, dude. That's a joke. That's a joke, man. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Okay, fine. That's cool. He's a champ now. Go fight Charlo. Lada, you want to make some big moves? Go fight big names then. Stop this cornflake stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, dude. That's a freaking joke, dude. WBA regular, super, whatever the heck champ they call it. It definitely cheapens the title to me. It definitely does, Bruscos. Man, whatever. Lada, love you, but whatever, dude. I agree. Chris put in that work. Still had, yeah. Andy won. But I give more credit to Chris Arreola and his performance. Definitely. Mark Blake says here, Andy started construction. Oh, that's cool. They are building mansions with today's housing market. He should be. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. That's great for Andy, man. Smart investments. You know what I'm saying? More power to Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? That's awesome stuff right there. Parker seems to have no power. Yeah, Parker, dude. I mean, you're having a struggle with Chisora. Parker, just don't even start mentioning these. Okay, I said this before. I see through these dudes sometimes, man. I said this months before. Months. I got the video out there. It's on my channel. It's about Parker coming out saying that he wants to fight the top names in the division. I said on that video. I said it. It's on my channel, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all could go check it out. It's something about like Joseph Parker wants the top names or something like that. And I said, you know what? Parker's not. He's not gonna make it to the top, man. Let's be realistic here. You're freaking struggling against Chisora, man. I mean, that's Parker. You know, you're a C-level heavyweight, whatever, dude. Go fight Usyk or something. You know. Maybe after seeing Wilder's power, I am short changing the others. Right. Yeah, I mean, I just personally think, man, that, you know what I'm saying, if Andy Ruiz fights Wilder, you know, Andy Ruiz is going to get his head knocked off, bro. His head knocked off, you know what I'm saying? Only because I'm out. Oh. At night. Oh, okay. So let me know the days you're off, Act. Send me an email, or if you can right now on this chat here, when are you free? So when I go flash live, I know when to send you a link, okay? So that's kind of like my general post-fight reaction, man, on Andy Ruiz. You know, he's not going to fight Wilder next. He's not going to fight Chris Arreola next. I'm sorry, Ortiz next. However, if he does, then Andy Ruiz is really has fire in his heart. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt it. His team is going to keep him away from these names. Grindhard Sports Nation, what's good, man? I have never seen you before. Just to give you a general introduction, Grindhard Sports Nation, I first and foremost, thank you so much for jumping in. Every time we go live, we got new names here jumping in, man. I really appreciate you all. You know, go ahead and like and subscribe. Subscribing costs you nothing, you know what I'm saying? And just to let you know, Grindhard, this is a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, and simply talk about the sport of boxing in a level-headed fashion. There's no biases here. You ain't got to worry about that. I just love the sport of boxing. It's simple as that. Community here, we all respect each other. We're all adults. All the ladies and gentlemen that jump in here, we're all mature folk. You know what I'm saying? We got no time for the drama. We got no time for the soap opera that's going on between platforms. I don't do that stuff. I ain't got no time for that. And I don't want to waste your time for that, you know, talking about that stuff. So we just talk about tangible fights more than anything. We analyze and speculate things also, but potential fights and stuff like that. But we just talk the sport of boxing, man. We just love it. You know what I'm saying? Grindhard Sports Nation, feel free to subscribe, bro. Hit the notification bell, man. Thank you so much for jumping in. I got to get going, man. I got more than an hour here, and I don't want to waste any of your time, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate you. More than anything, I want to talk about the Chris Arreola, you know, Andy Ruiz, my post-fight reaction, and the other fights that we talked about earlier. You know what I'm saying? I gave little general reactions on the other fights that we saw, you know what I'm saying? And just my general analysis, you know, and man, you guys are awesome. You jumped in the building today, as you're all doing constantly when I go live, out of nowhere, flash live. You know how I do it, man. Go ahead and like and subscribe for new listeners, man. You guys are awesome. Hey, Gavin Washington, man, y'all already jumping in, man. I got to get going. Hey, go to the playback, okay, family? Go to the playback, man. I'm gonna go right now, man. We're in 10 minutes in this, man. Gavin Washington, y'all are family. Thank you guys so much for jumping in, man. Go to the playback and check out my analysis, you know what I'm saying? My post-fight reaction, what community said here in the chat. Y'all dropped some gems today, man. So I got to get going, man. Family, take care. Hey, I'm gonna post a video. Hopefully I'm gonna do it today about Felix Verdejo, man. You know, that update. Y'all know what's going on there. Y'all know what's going on there. I got to give my reaction on that, okay? I posted a video concerning Felix Verdejo that, authorities came in questioning him, and now he turned himself in. Oh my gosh, this is nuts, dude. I'm going to break that down in a video, okay? There's not enough time right now for me to break that down live here. So thank you guys so much, man. I got to get going. Family, stay safe, please. Okay, take care of yourselves, man. I love y'all, man. Thank you guys so much. Peace out, man. I got to get going.